It's time to get on up with Jam and Renee. And here's your hosts, James Arthur M. and Renee Culver.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Backchannel, the only place where you can listen to, watch, and chat live with hosts. You're watching Get On Up with Jam and Renee, and I am your morning Jam, James Arthur M.
And I am Renee Culver. That brought tears to my eyes. I love that so much.
Just like me talking to the off studio person over here for a moment. We're on.
I tell you what can't a 80s sitcom intro fix? I mean,
Nothing.
This is evidence that just about everything, they can fix everything.
It sure can.
Now, Get On Uppers, I want to say hello to you, but I also need to put in a request to my, I'm going to say it, idol. You're my idol. Can you do that every morning? Can we expand on it? Will you give me something every morning like that?
Renee, we do a daily. If we didn't do a daily show, sure. It's one of those things. Okay. I don't want to commit to doing something different that'll make you giggle every day, but I will try. I'll try
every now and again.
Change it up
every now and again. Okay. All right, only fair.
There it is. But that was fun, and here we are, Renee. Look who we've got. We got. Do my eyes deceive me? 6 little lovely Get On Uppers in the audience. Who's in the audience today? Make some noise.
Get these sweet sweeties. We're so excited to see you guys. We got Marty. We got London. We got lovely hair. Is that a polite rabbit? I think it might be, and I love it. We got Carrie, Sarah, and Stacy. You guys, we're so happy to have you.
I think that there must be some sort of, like, you and I, we're kind of new to the whole entire Backchannel volley sort of place. And we got Tim.
Tim
hiding in the wings. Hello.
Is gift upon gift. I feel like I'm just opening presents on Christmas morning from the intro to Tim being here.
Well, there it is. Renee, it's your birthday. We're gonna Renee, you spend so much time making everyone else's day. We're gonna make your day.
Well, already done.
You're on singled out.
I interrupted your theory, though. I think you maybe have a theory on this adjective animal name. Is that where you were going?
That is. Look at you, knowing where I am. This theory, and the theory, I think that there's maybe something with maybe some of the Backchannel like games or something that they're like use an animal and an adjective. I think so. I think so, because there's such a theme of it. So I'm imagining, because there's a lot of interactive games on Backchannel. So
that makes so much sense. Do you suppose that Backchannel is assigning such a thing? So you start this animal game and you just get assigned an adjective. Well, you know what? It's a mystery.
Lovely hair. Well, it doesn't have to be, because lovely hair, I think you hold all of the secrets as somebody who is an adjective and an animal creature of some sort. Let us know. Are we on the right track? Does it take Scooby-Doo to solve this mystery, or just Jam and Renee? Because I think we maybe did it. Wow.
And if we do solve it, our egos.
Get ready. I don't think we'll need an extra hour. Sorry.
Mario Smith?
Is it Mario Smith? He's 2 hours after us. Who I met yesterday. We had a big Backchannel get together, and Mario Smith of the Drive was there. Great guy.
Anthony Davis is immediately after us.
You only say it every day. Yesterday, Renee, it didn't get said because it's your part. And this isn't me shaming you at all. It's just that, like, I was like, thanks for watching, and then it was like, oh my god, I forgot to.
Right, there's something after this. Okay. Stacy, I love it. The commitment.
Our producer Sarah, Stacy, Sarah, producers both. Stacy's like, Anthony Davis is right after y'all. I spent 1 hour with him. Oh, see,
we got it. See, now we know Anthony Davis immediately after this, but you got 2 hours with us first. What a gift. The lighting, the mood, I love it. I'm feeling it. It's exactly what we all need this morning.
I can't get my ring light right today, and it's driving me wild. And too orange. No. What is going on? Do you see this?
I do. Wait, hold on. Do you want me to?
I like it.
We can be orange together?
No, Renee, go on without me.
That doesn't.
No sense in both of us looking like we just got from the tan situation.
Oh, my sweets, we get on. You guys, we made it to Wednesday. I'm thrilled to tell you. Thrilled. I do feel like Wednesday's hump day. Okay, Stacey, yes, tell me more. Are you guys forgetting that today I have church gathering, and so I can't spend an hour? Right. Forgive
I
me.
did forget. I've
Because
got to be
you will
honest.
you will be
Didn't
here
write
for
it
just a
down from
bit.
yesterday. I absolutely
Well,
forgot.
but
But
listen, it's twice in the channel. It's twice. She's told us twice
oh
already.
man,
I know.
there's one thing I'm not good at. It's listening and reading. But I would love to listen and read and possibly ignore some of y'all's chats. Go ahead and into your device, you just go say, and
Yes.
say is the magic word here on back channel. Or if you're typing like Tim on the
I love it.
YouTubes, type in like Tim. You can just do like what Tim does and click clack around like that cat gif.
Yes. I would love to hear from you guys. I would also love to tell you what you're getting yourself into today as Jam fixes that ring light. So it's Wednesday. Yeah, you oh
Get
wait,
it
sorry. Was that the
done.
plan? Did you need okay, you've got it fixed.
Is that
And you
a
look
note? Keep fixing the
no.
ring light,
I
Jam.
I think you
All
look
right,
great. I
back
also
to work.
this has come up time and time again and get on purpose. I'm so sorry to keep repeating myself, but I do put a glaze over attractive people. I'm like, well, you're hot again. I can't help anymore because to me that's what I see. I was just like, well, you're very attractive. What and then what's more to be done? I don't know. Light it, don't light it. I can't. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You look great. I'm having a great time watching the spectacle. You know what it is reminiscent of as to theater kiddos? You would do your tech rehearsal, wherein you would just stand in your spot while they fixed which gel needs to go where. So I'm having some some
Mhm.
lovely nostalgia over this tech rehearsal that we're having. I think you look fantastic.
Live on air.
So you guys, again, it is Wednesday. As you know, on Wednesday, it is time to celebrate our music. Our music. What is your jam of the morning? What is getting you out of bed? Because we got through Monday, we got through Tuesday. By Wednesday, we're going to need a song to push us on through. So Jam and I will be sharing our jams of the day. After that, it is a celebrity birthday quiz. Whose birthday is it today? We'll only find out. Now, Jam, you did tease that it was my birthday. It is not my birthday.
Did
In
I?
September. I think well, because Sarah in the chat was like, "Renee, is it your birthday?" But what you were saying is the gifts abound. You gave me an intro that I loved. The get on uppers were right here ready for me. And so
You even
I
got I'm sorry,
yeah,
I steered you all down a dark pathway because even our beloved Mario Smith, who we're just giving a shout out to,
yes.
Mario Smith in the chat says, morning guys, happy birthday, Renee. I am so sorry, everybody. I
The
did not
kindest
mean
and the
to lie to you
nicest.
first thing in the morning. Lies are meant for Friday when we play Jam You Lion, and I apologize. Please don't cancel me, but feel free to counsel me. Council culture is in. I'm canceling cancel culture. Or
Yes.
am I
You
going to
cancel
cancel culture?
yes.
Whoa. Look at that.
Whoa.
Tim, Jam You Lion. It's Renee's birthday. Jam You Lion.
I'll take it. I'll take a
When
birthday
you're
in
right,
March.
when you're right, you're right.
Uh,
You're
but listen, it is not my birthday. I'm so sorry, but it is a lot of celebrities' birthdays, so we'll be celebrating
right.
those celebrities. And then, of course, it is still March. We're rounding it up by Friday. No, that not yet. I'm hoping that
No,
it will
not
be
yet. You
soon. I
ladies
know.
are still
Look
doing
at
it
me
up
trying
for
to push
into
March
next
out of
week.
here. I'm like,
Like, all right,
ugh.
ladies, let's wrap it up. Today we're gonna be for our Women's History Moment. It's
Yes.
Ellen Ochoa, who is an American engineer, former
Okay.
astronaut, and former director of the Johnson Space Center. So we're gonna learn all about her today
I'm
for
gonna
Ladies Month.
read it. I love space. Space is
Oh,
my favorite thing.
perfect,
I love
Renee.
space. It's gonna be
Clear
great.
some walls for your poster of Ellen, the good
Y
Ellen.
yes, thank you. Yeah, the real nice Ellen. And then you guys, forgive us, it is 11 minutes into the show and nary happy International Puppy Day to you and yours. Not once have I mentioned such a thing. Happy International Puppy Day to you and yours. I obviously will be celebrating. I will be taking a deep dive into how this holiday happened and I think the notion that you guys are all familiar with, you know this, maybe you have dogs and you can chime in and be like, yes, can confirm. The notion that dogs got us through the pandemic, for those of us that have it, has been like, oh boy, that got me outside. It gave me company. It made me laugh. But I'm going to break it down in 10 succinct steps of the things dogs did to get us through the last 2 years, which will be fun.
Ooh,
We're going to have a great time for
yes.
that.
And
Love it.
I would like to at some point
Yes.
shoehorn my segment in. I've been trying to
Yes.
do all week, and we'll see if today's
Please.
the day.
Let's
Is
hear
my,
it.
I think we can do
Yeah.
a Wolves Wednesday. Renee brought us
Mm.
birds. I'd like to bring you wolves.
I would love that. I would absolutely love
If
I would
there's
love that to
time.
the point
If
where
there's time.
I can bump mine so we can just hear about you wolves.
No, it's because yours is actually on brand with. I mean,
Okay.
mine's on brand with alliteration, but
No.
yours is on brand with its puppy
Wolves
time.
are dogs.
But,
There is a full-blown tribute to dogs at our Natural History Museum, and there we learned that first off, I'm from Colorado, and we call it, well, no, listen, Sarah, I wonder, because you're also from Colorado. I pronounce wolves with it sounds like an F, a wolf. And then I get made fun of every time, but it's wolves with a V.
Well, no, but if there's just one, it'd be a wolf. But if
Wolf.
it's like many, it's like wolves.
Right.
But you're still like wolves.
It's a wolf. It's a wolf. Yeah.
Wolf. Oh, because
Look it up,
you
yeah.
know why, Renee?
Yeah.
Because you like to talk to them in their language. You're like, a woof. It's a woof, woof. In the same way that you hope some aliens, like, it's a human. That's what you hope.
That is my dream. It's like you're reading my diary. Stacey, how is this just now coming
I
up?
know.
We've talked about a service dog. We did not tell me it was a pit bull. I love pit bulls. I got a pit bull. He's right there. He's sleeping. I love them. They're my favorite. But then, Jam, listen, it doesn't end with the dogs. There is more where that came from. We will be talking about what is happening in the news with the title, because it's Wednesday, with the alliteration. Well, that gives me hope. I was going to cover something that I think you can cover better. Does it start with an A and end with Amanda? Are you covering that?
It does. We can do it together. Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work.
No, because you've got more details than I do. But I'm glad that somebody's talking about it.
Oh, this is me trying to give you a high five, not slap you. Bam!
Bam!
I can't. Well, how is this the first time that we're just pushing and shoving each other?
1, 2, 3.
Bah!
We nailed it. I did back away as though there was I didn't think you were trying to hit me. I did think that I had taken up too much stage time. And so I was trying to.
Oh, man. I will say, Renee, I am enjoying you telling everybody what's going on in the show today. Usually, I feel like I'm getting to enjoy some of my vacation today. So thank you. Like, this is helpful.
This is me still wondering if you're working on tech things because you're so good at multitasking that I was like, I got you. I'll help you out. But if are you ready?
This is nice. No, please finish this out. I'm like, oh, this is what it's like to just have someone else driving for the show for a while. You're like, oh, look. Opposite Hippopotamus is here, and Catherine. Oh, and Jonah, Noted Chicken, Tony. Oh man, the gang just keeps on growing.
The whole gang. I will tell you what's actually happening in the show, but then my brain can't let this go, so I must say it. Could we get props at some point? Can you get a hook to pull me off stage? But then I also have a hook and makes a look.
Oh my god!
What illusions could we do?
Make a note. Get on uppers. We are, we build the show together. There's no secrets on how this show is made. It's made right before your very eyes. What props would you like to see us incorporate into the show? Shout it out into the comments. First question of the day. What props would you like us to see incorporate into the show? Shout it out in the chat. Say a cane.
Maybe.
A banana skirt, as seen by Josephine Baker, as we discovered yesterday.
Or what magic tricks between these two windows would you like us to try to make work? So it seems like we're in the same room. That'd be fun for me. I'd enjoy that.
We already got a request from Stacey. More colorful microphones. There it is.
And you're nailing it, Jam. Nailing it. Back to the show. We're almost done with the agenda. We will also be playing a quick round of while we're working.
Yeah, I got them. Okay. I got some. Right. I got I thought I was gonna have any, and then it was like, whoa, look at all these people who are maybe wilding, or maybe they're working it. I don't know. You'll have to tell me.
And then we will end the day with Wednesday Wisdom. And what are you watching? A little bit of a sneak peek. I got a sneak peek at a show that I really love. I was like, oh, I gotta watch this for work. Then I was like, well, I'm up until 2 a.m. It's great. It's so good.
Wow.
I know. I like it a lot. It has to do with spice, I think. I'm not at
Spice
the end
Girls.
of it yet.
Is it the Spice Girls World Tour movie?
I wish.
Okay.
No.
You
maybe
can
a little supernatural though, which I'm enjoying.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing it. Can't wait. Stick around to the end to find out what is this woman watching. All right. Here it is. It's our morning jam of the day. Let's get into it. Get on uppers. What is your morning jam for your Humpty Hump week? What's the song that is either stuck in your head, or the song that helped you get out of bed, or the song that's defining your week or your moment or your day? What is your morning jam? Renee, would you like to kick us off?
Yes, I would love nothing more. Now, Sarah, this is in the doc, and I know that we can't play a video, and there's an ad in front of it, so I don't know if this is going to work or not. But Ben Folds has a song that came out in like 2008 called "Do It Anyway," and it's with the Fraggles.
Oh,
you're having a great time.
Look
You're
who's
having
on brand.
Yes, yeah, I know. Well,
it's National Puppet Week here on Get On Up.
It just happens to be with the Fraggles. But it is the mantra of just like, hey, all these things seem hard, but you just have to do it anyway. And it's a fast beat, and I like it. And by the end, it progresses, and he is just fully shouting at you, do it anyway, which I like and I need on a Wednesday morning.
Oh.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Do it. Do we have any Ben Folds fans in the house? Okay, fair. That's fair.
Yep. Don't give them time to respond, Renee. They're trying to think about what is their song that they're gonna shout out. They're like, oh, that one carry the 2 + 3, get a monkey. So Tim's song is today. Tim said the alarm clock woke up to just the 2 of us. Tim, I'm so curious and I'm jealous that you use music to wake up. I have, for whatever reason, not been able to figure out how to make that happen. Is it a radio that wakes you up? Because that sounds like a delight. And it's like, what's the song that's going to wake me up today? Or you could set your phone to a song. That's possible. But then I think, what song? And what if I just keep sleeping? Because I'm like, I love this song so much. It's in my dream. So
I got to say, as someone who has done that, it'll taint the song. Well, I am not a morning person, so
says the woman doing a daily morning show.
It's a nightmare.
But Renee, this is perfect. This is why you're the perfect person to host Get On Up, because there's many people who struggle with getting on up, and so you're right there with them. You're right in the trenches. You need this show just as much as they do.
Good heavens, no truer words have ever been said. Oh, you use an echo for your alarm. That's real smart, Tim. So I used my phone. I used Dolly Parton's 9 to 5, and it made me laugh because that song's like, get out, like you stumble to the bed and you get on up, and I think the intent of it was just like, I'm working, I'm hustling, and I dishonored Dolly by pressing snooze 10 times. That's not the intention of the song.
Working night, man. Working 9 to working 9 to
exactly the way she intended.
Renee, you've got a 9 to 5.
You know how and they should be. Artists are really, I'm gonna use the word precious, and that's gonna sound sarcastic, but I mean it sincerely, like, are really precious about the way their music is consumed. So they want you to like listen to it with the right headphones, or if they like make an album, they would like you to listen to it in the right order because they worked really hard on it. So I wonder how many artists are just like aghast at, I only listen to the first 9 seconds of your song 9 times in a row every 9 minutes. Is that how you intended? Because that's how I listen to it when I make it snooze.
I think if anybody was going to not care, it'd be Dolly. She'd be like, all right, just go for it. Just go for it. I was listening to what did I hear? Like the first time she had heard, like Kevin Costner and his team was like, hey, can we like use the I Will Always Love You song? And she was like, sure, baby, whatever. Sure, darling, I don't care. Dolly Parton. Spot on Dolly impression.
Spot on. Nailed it. Perfect.
And then she said that she was driving in her car and she had heard that like first like spoken word part of it, of like she didn't recognize that it was her song. And like then by the time like that song when Whitney sings, it takes you on such a journey, and it's very true. And just when you think it's over, and
Yep.
and then you think it's done, and and it just keeps going. It does take you on a journey. It goes because she starts with a whisper, and
Sure.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
and then just goes on such a journey. She says she almost had to
Absolutely.
pull her car over because she almost got into a car accident because the song was so beautiful and so good.
Oh.
And Dolly wrote this. She wrote "I Will Always Love You" and Jolene on the same exact day. And
That's
there's such opposite spectrums of the human
absolutely
emotion.
insane. I mean, I think that in and of itself, if you don't believe in a muse or something higher, just like what was going on that day? That's two magical songs in one day. It was a good day.
Yep.
Jam.
Well,
My sweet
my
jam. What's your
morning,
jam?
yes, my morning jam comes from Janet Jackson's, and the song is called "No Sleep."
No.
As
Oh
in
no.
what I feel like I am currently experiencing.
Oh.
The lyrics go, "You're missing me, I'm missing you. Whenever we meet, we ain't gonna get no sleep." And that's the idea, is that like, oh man, when I get
Ooh.
together with my boo, we're not gonna get no
Yeah.
sleep. And so last night I got together with my boo, and we didn't get any sleep because his bed was uncomfortable. I
Oh,
can't sleep in someone else's bed. It just
yeah.
makes dating very hard because I just like, and I should have went home. I should have been like, we were laying there and my gut
Right.
was like, go home, go. I didn't
Ugh,
want to be rude. I didn't want to be
right.
rude.
Of course.
There's this bright light right outside his window, so I
Yeah.
was always thinking the sun was coming up. Nope,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
not. It
No,
was
that
just a bright light to the
would
point
have
where I
stressed me out.
left at 5:30 this morning so I can get ready for the show,
Good.
and I thought the sun was out, and it was pitch black dark.
It was so dark. Oh, yeah,
I kept
we
checking
gotta
my
do something
phone like
about that
every
light.
30
Of
minutes, every 45
course.
minutes.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
just
have been the
gonna
same. I
go
would have been
home.
ugh.
So
I'm so sorry. Well,
this
yeah,
is why even if I get married, I will have my own house and my own
Sure.
bed. I
Bet.
can't. I'm a solo sleeper.
You
I
can't mess
don't.
with beds. You can't mess with beds. I think that, or we can get you some sort of like jumbo king. But I'm so sad. You were killing it for no sleep. My goodness gracious. This is if you were just like, guess how many hours I got to sleep last night? I'd be like, well, based off the looks of it and the performance, 10. But none is the answer. Excuse me.
You're gonna take me more
Excuse me,
seriously.
sleepy
What do we think?
boy.
So sometimes I
Yes.
wear glasses. Sometimes I wear glasses now. I went to go get an eye doctor's appointment just to get the eyes checked, and
Right.
then does anybody else on getting up wear? Okay, Stacey. Fair. We'll save my glasses anecdotes
No,
for
we want
later.
Stacey,
No, no,
don't you
no, no,
want to
no,
hear his
no.
glasses story? We all
No,
want to
we're
hear his
moving
glasses story.
on.
Please tell us
I
your
hear
glasses
she's right. We
story.
got to move this schedule on. We got to get it going
No,
on.
but
Talk about my
there
glasses
might be so
later.
many people here who are also looking to get glasses, and this might be informative in a
No, no,
way
no,
that
no.
you
This
could
tangent
save
might take too
someone's
long.
life. Okay, well, I do want to hear
We'll
we're putting a
circle
pin in
back.
it,
I
though.
do know who might argue with it. Stacey came through for one thing and one thing only.
Excuse
It's
me.
time for celebrity birthday.
Excuse me.
And we have been Tangent City. We have been
It's
Tangent
fair.
City.
That's fair.
Even Anna coming in hot saying yes for celebrity birthdays,
Yes,
or
let's
just a
get those
random
celebrity
yes to
birthdays.
test it out. But I hear you.
Completely fair.
All right.
Also, very kind of you to jump on the. I was just saying you weren't tangent bunts. I was. You did great.
No,
Okay.
I was as well. Happy birthday
Birthday
to ya.
to ya.
Happy birthday, Renee. I mean,
Celebrity.
celebrities. It's
Happy
Renee's birthday.
birthday.
All right, we got a couple.
Okay.
We got a couple.
Yes.
We got four. We got four for you. Here we
Okay.
go. As requested by Stacey. So if you've never played celebrity birthdays before, here's how you go. I'm gonna ask you some questions about some celebrities who were born today, and you are going to work with the other Get On Uppers and Renee to guess the right answer. So here we go. Today is Shaka Khan. Shaka.
Interesting. Well, Listen, the pandemic's changed us all. There we go. Now we got it.
I love it so much when a different picture comes up and they're so different than the other person. Sarah's the best.
Delightful.
It's so funny.
Delightful. Sarah's got jokes. Sarah's got jokes.
So it is Shaka Khan, Shaka
Mhm.
Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan's birthday. There's a song, I Feel For You, at the very beginning. It's just Shaka Khan, Shaka, 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 Shaka Khan. And it's the producer guy who clearly was just
Yeah.
like, oh, let me get up on this track. Anyways, Shaka Khan,
Yes.
still killing it. Oh my God. I just remember there was this Jeopardy. People be wilding on Jeopardy. So much in fact,
Yes.
I think I have a while and working it based on Jeopardy.
Wait, so do I. Look at us. Okay. Yeah. Is
Maybe
it based
that's
on
it. Okay.
age?
Yes,
your
yes, yes.
Jeopardy
Okay, you
age?
can take it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
All right, great. But this one is a while and working it. Like, so y'all, there was a Jeopardy question of like this African prince ruler, and then people were like guessing in. They're like, the answer was Shaka Zulu, and people were like,
Right.
who is Shaka Khan? We were looking for Shaka Khan. I mean, we were looking for Shaka Zulu. They kept guessing. Yeah. Anyways.
Hilarious.
Okay, so Shaka Khan, 69th birthday. All right, get on uppers.
Hey.
Her first album in 1978 has this Power Girl anthem.
Ooh, boy. All right, get on uppers. I'm gonna need help.
Okay, all right. What is this Power anthem?
Did you just
put
tease
this
us with I
song?
Feel For You? Yeah.
No. It's not I Feel
No.
For You.
Okay.
Okay, Tim coming in with Lady
Ooh.
Marmalade.
I like it. And Tim's always right. We know this. Tim's always right. Interest. 78? Was the original
What?
78?
Well, if I don't know if that's the right answer.
Maybe. Oh, good point. Okay. But Tim's always any other get on uppers, any other
It's
guesses?
a power anthem. You put this on,
power
you are
anthem.
going to just it has been remade. It has been remade.
Which Lady Marmalade has been remade. So let's
I
go with Lady Marmalade.
It has been remade by someone we talked about earlier who's remade songs, but the song we were looking for was I'm Every Woman. It's all in me.
Yeah.
Anything you want from baby.
baby.
Whoa. Do you think that's where Joey Lawrence was inspired for his whoa from him?
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. He was like, he was listening to it on the way to the audition.
Yeah, so it's Every Woman, Power Girl anthem before Who Was Running the World. It was that. And then just so Lady Marmalade, you're thinking Patti LaBelle. So put that in because Patti LaBelle might have a birthday and that might have it's a good question.
Okay.
It was Patti LaBelle. Patti.
I wasn't thinking. I don't know who did the original Lady Marmalade. I can tell you who did that. Well, God, can I? So it was Pink, Christina Aguilera. Who did the double?
Yeah,
and then,
there was Maya and Little Kim. Yeah, this is the four.
So
and then Missy Elliott was just like the producer being like, hey, here's these ladies.
But I don't know who did the original. So it was Patti LaBelle.
I just told you. Yeah, Patti LaBelle.
It was just Patti LaBelle?
Lady Marmalade. That was just her and her backup singers.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I thought it was always a four-person thing. Okay,
oh, no. Yeah, it's just originally it was just Patti LaBelle. And that's why I'm thinking of something else. Okay, it is now Carrie Russell's 46th birthday. Carrie Russell. Okay, we're gonna do a fast 3 questions about Carrie Russell.
Oh,
Here we go. 3 questions.
All right.
Carrie Russell. She's been in our lives for so long. She got her start on this Disney show. What do we think?
Disney show. Oh, I know this. Get on uppers. Do you want to participate so that I don't just shout out the answer?
Was like hit by a car. A Disney show. What in the world? No. Oh wait, I know this because I read.
I was
the
so
book.
prepared. I was so prepared with another show that that Disney show threw me, but I think I do know this.
We're so upset at the question. Disney show.
Disney show. How
I
very
just
dare.
want Renee to get on Jeopardy because I think she just will be such a
I
hoot.
get kicked out immediately. And I would never ever put it in the form of a question. Yeah,
No.
Stacey and Tim are right. It's the Mickey Mouse Club.
Ding, 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 ding. So far, you're killing it on your Carrie Russell quiz. She got her own quiz because it's Carrie Russell. Name the drama that was actually, I believe, written by J.J. Abrams on the WB that she starred in.
Yeah, I think. Okay. Jam, plug your ears. Get on uppers. Plug your ears. Get on uppers. Is it Felicity? Is this the Felicity answer? Do we think? Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Very good. Very efficient. Is it? What do we think? Get on uppers. Yeah. Okay. Tim. All right. Okay. We're ready. We're ready. Final answer. We are ready. We think it is Felicity.
And you know what? Instead of plugging my ears, I took my ears out.
We saw.
Unplug
your ears.
Unplug your ears. Yeah. We're going to go in with Felicity, lock it in, and it is Felicity is the right answer. And welcome to Nick, first time on Get On Up, just in time. We're playing, and Excellent Moose also joined in. Look at this. We got the whole animal kingdom is here. The noted chicken, the efficient peacock, everyone's here. We are doing our Get On Up morning quiz. It's based on the celebrity birthdays. Celebrity birthdays. Carrie Russell just turned 46, and Tim shouting this out. Tim says that Tim remembers that there was a scandal when she cropped off her hair. She chopped the whole thing off. It was quite because she used to have this huge, big, flowing hair.
Gorgeous.
And I mean, who's gonna watch a show about a woman with no hair? And people tuned in.
Craziest phenomena. It was
did you watch Felicity?
Bananas. Not really. You want to hear what's crazy is that Carrie Russell is from Colorado, and so she was on a dance team so we were like in dance competitions together, and gosh, we looked up to her. And then it was just so we were all in dance competition together. You'd go up to Denver, and you'd it was the senior division, and you'd just be like, Carrie. And then when am I acting? I'm not that much older than her. She's not that much older than me. Point is, but we looked up to her, and then do you know Carrie got on Mickey Mouse Club? It was crazy. So I didn't know her personally, but I remember seeing her dancing. Yeah.
Wow. So you are now 1 degree of separation from Britney Spears.
Did I? Oh wait. So did I watch Felicity? So I would try to, but I think Felicity was coming right around the time of TiVo. Does that sound right? Why was it hard for me to watch Felicity?
I don't know. Because TiVo would make it easier because then you could record it.
You would think. But for some reason, it was hard for me to get a hold of Felicity. I feel like it. When was Felicity? I feel like it was on the
WB. It was before TiVo, but you had a VCR. You could set it and record it.
I can't be held responsible for such a thing. Absolutely not. No.
Yeah, it was Mondays at 8. I think I want to say it was Mondays at 8 or something. Or
Felicity.
Yeah.
It debuted in 1998 when TiVo came out. It was after that, right? But the point is, it was hard for me to watch Felicity, but I tried to watch it when I could.
Okay. All right. It was one of those shows they followed the commercials. So I knew when she had cut her hair off. Yes. And then didn't she go to that college to follow that guy? Anyways. Yes. Speaking of gosh, what is the name? When you said the word scandal, Tim, it's funny because one of the guys, her love interest, ended up on the show Scandal. So anyways. Okay. Last Carrie Russell question. She met her partner on this former hit FX show that ran for 5 seasons, and they were both nominated for Emmys in its final season. And boy, she was so good on this series. This woman is so incredibly talented, incredibly underused. She's so talented.
Okay, yes. I need to watch. I need to put it on there. Tim, Homeland comes to mind, but I think that's wrong. I think that's another starlet. What's Carrie Russell's most recently thing that she's done? And I should know this. There's no reason that I don't. The Americans. Yes. Okay. Thank you. And Tim agrees that it was an awesome show. So The Americans. Carrie Russell was on The Americans.
It was The Americans. It's 5 seasons. The show is so good. It's a bit of a slow burn, kind of like The Wire, but so worth it in terms of the writing is so good. And her and her partner, they met on the show. They think have 2 kids together, but they're not married. Living in sin. I'm just kidding.
I love it.
Matthew Rice. Matthew Rice is her partner. The show's so good. 5 seasons. They both like because the show is based on they are Russian spies that were
Sure.
put here when they were like 18. They're raising a family. The kids have no idea that their parents are these Russian
Cool.
spies.
Yeah.
And they have to wear all these, they wear different disguises, and the kids have like no idea. They were like having to wear these like dual identities, and it's a very,
Oh, that's
very
awesome.
fascinating. And Tim's so correct. Her character is so fierce. She's
I love
even
it.
more fierce than the husband, Matthew Rice. She plays Elizabeth Jennings. He plays Philip Jennings. Phenomenal show. It's
I'll get
incredibly
into
good.
it. Yeah. And then, God, I am so. Is Claire Danes in Home? Who's in Homeland?
You did it. Yeah, that's
I'm
Claire.
conflating. Okay.
Little Claire.
Okay.
No, you got
Why
it.
would I
Yeah.
conflate Claire Danes and
I mean, they're both
Carrie
kind of like
Russell?
spy shows, so you know,
Okay.
people were buzzy spy shows
Okay.
with ladies.
All right,
and
this
whatnot.
is kind. I would also accept because you're losing your mind, Renee. That would also be a fair answer.
All right. Stacey getting us back to business.
Let's get back on there. Also, I think Stacey, you've said this numerous times, and we need to acknowledge it. Stacey, ding, ding, ding. Stacey got it right. Stacey got it right with Mickey Mouse Club. Ding, ding, ding.
That's right. You
Great
did,
job,
you
Stacey.
did. Well done, Stacey. Well done. All right, we got 2 more. Can you believe it? There's only 4 celebrity birthdays. We're only on the second person. To be fair, Carrie Russell had her own spinoff.
She deserved 3.
Celebrity birthday show. All right, Maren Hinkle. Maren Hinkle, actor.
Yeah, okay.
Stars in this TV about being Jewish and rich in NYC.
Okay. Again, okay, unplug your ears. You don't really have to unplug it, but I would like to discuss with the Get On Uppers. Guys, is this Maisel? Is she in Maisel? Marvelous Miss Maisel? Damn. Okay, so he's not listening. You can tell. So, do we think it's Maisel? Because rich in NYC, and I don't think she was on Sex and the City, was she? I'm gonna go with Maisel. Okay, all right, Jam, we're ready.
What happened?
Yes. Okay. Stacey and I think that it might be the marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Let's check. Tim says that could be right. Not sure.
Okay,
and the answer is Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I've done it. Everyone's
skippable.
Renee, everyone's loving that show. I don't want to get. We're gonna get counseled.
I know.
Not
well, yeah, we are
canceled,
gonna get
but
counseled. Thank you, Trevor. No. Yeah. Well, I guess just in that, if you only have a limited amount of time, it would be okay.
Okay. All right.
See?
All right.
So,
you heard it here first. Renee is giving me permission to skip Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. And welcome to William coming in hot saying you were hilarious. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we do again. This is our last one. And look at that, Stacey. Yeah, ding, ding, ding. Got that one right as well. Oh my God, Tim setting us right. Trash talking for show on her birthday. Hey, we didn't even think about it. We're just like, oh yeah, whatever. Because skip that one.
Fair, Tim, you were so correct, and her performance in it is phenomenal. You will feel what she is feeling.
Too late, Renee. You just told everyone to skip her show on her birthday.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Man.
Yeah, please go watch Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, all 4 seasons on Amazon Prime. You're in for a treat.
Oh look, it is Reggie Watts' his birthday. TV personality
Reggie Watts
had a role in this famous franchise, very famous, one of the most famous, has very diehard fans, almost to the point where it's kind of scary, where their fandom, it is so terrifying. You name the franchise that
yes,
he was in.
Scary fans franchise. You guys know I don't watch. I don't watch my franchises. Okay, wait, Tim, Stacey, William. Here we go. We can do this. What famous franchise with scary fans was Reggie Watts in? Franchise.
Yeah, he just appeared in one of them. Just one.
With scary fan. Who's got scary fans? I mean,
like you don't want to do anything wrong with because they'll get you. They can get
Right. Gosh, I really don't know. I'm so sorry. What franchise was it?
It's not a scary. It's
Oh,
not, and I'm so
good guess
sorry.
though.
I didn't mean
No,
to
that's a
steer
good
you
guess.
wrong. It's not a scary movie franchise. It's just that the fandom
The
can
fans are
get a
scary.
little intense.
Okay,
Is,
let's hear it. Who is?
He was
what is the
apparently in
franchise?
Star Wars. This question came from Sarah. Sarah, can
Oh,
you fill us in? Who was he in Star Wars? I do not recall
that's
seeing
great.
him in Star Wars. So Sarah, Sarah, if you can let us know, I'd be
Star
curious.
Wars went through my brain as a consideration, but I also don't quite recall.
Yeah,
Reggie
apparently
Watts,
he
I'm
was in
sorry.
Star Wars Episode 9, the last one, the Rise of the Skywalker.
I haven't seen that one. So I think maybe
Renee got off the train. Really? So you saw The Last Jedi and you're like, I'm done.
I didn't like it. They were so mean. They killed everybody. I didn't have Finn in it as much as I wanted to. BB-8 wasn't anywhere. I didn't like it.
He was Lando. Was it Lando? I'm confused. Because I'm pretty sure he was Lando Calrissian. Okay, like in a flashback sequence. I need. Did he just do a voice? I'm so confused by this question. I'm so sorry. I didn't check it out.
He
first.
just voiced. Is what they're saying. Yeah,
but Lando Calrissian, the original Lando Calrissian, was in. See how intense the Star Wars fandom gets.
No, see, which I appreciate.
This is my question because Lando Calrissian, yes, and the Rise of Skywalker, I know, but the original Lando Calrissian was back. What's his name? B.D. Williams or whatever was back as Lando Calrissian in it. So I guess I'm just a little confused
because he was trying to say,
yeah, Billy D. Williams was Lando Calrissian in it. So I'm curious about this question. I don't. Did he just do a voice? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Tim's Billy D. Williams, but Billy D. Williams was in Rise of the Skywalker as Lando Calrissian. So I'm not sure where this guy popped out as. Okay, great. Okay. Well, we'll save that as a mystery for later.
Perfect.
Interesting.
Perfect. Point is, happy birthday.
As
to Tim's note, I do feel like we're using these people's birthday to be like, I've never heard of it. Happy birthday. We're so proud of you. I hope you have a great day. Reggie Watts, who's obviously watching right now.
Apparently in Star Wars, missed you. Missed ya. But according to our producer, she said that she heard your voice and she loved it. All right, so we are now going over to our women's history. It's Ladies Month, and they're feeling right. It is Ladies Month. Oh, what a
I'm doing a mashup with you.
How did we just now discover that we should be singing I'm Every Woman on this day? We should have been doing it.
Ladies' Night is also accurate. Well, because it's Shaka Khan's birthday, and I was just reminded that Shaka Khan sang I'm Every Woman.
I have a friend that puts that on anytime she needs to be feeling herself, and she's like, my partner Matt needs to watch out because I'm putting the song on repeat for the next 30 minutes.
Oh boy, get ready.
Oh, Cece, you have to go get ready for your gathering. Well, we're glad that you were able to tune in for our celebrity birthday quiz, and you got some of them right. And it was
great job. Ding 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 to Stacy.
Ding 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 ding. I love it. All right, let's talk about Ellen Ochoa.
I can't wait.
I'm saying this right.
I'm so excited to learn.
Ochoa. Hope I'm saying it right. Ellen Ochoa was born in Los Angeles, May 10th, 1958. As I mentioned in the opening, she is an American engineer, former astronaut, and former director of the Johnson Space Center. Lot of accolades, quite the resume. So in 1993, Ochoa became the first Hispanic woman to go to space when she served on a 9-day mission aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery. Oh, I forgot there was a Space Shuttle Discovery. I thought that was just all about Star Trek because there's Star Trek Discovery.
Sure, yeah.
Space Shuttle. So as I said, she was born May 10th, 1958, which makes her a Taurus. Important to know. So she was born in Los Angeles, and to Joseph and Roseanne Ochoa, her paternal grandparents had immigrated from Sonora, Mexico to Arizona, later to California, where her father was born, and she grew up in La Mesa, California. She was the middle child of 5, and neither parent had college degrees. So, I mean, and look what she accomplished in her life.
Yeah. Incredible.
She she graduated high school in 1975. She received a bachelor's degree of science in physics from San Diego State. SD. I don't know if that's what they say, but
They should. Yeah.
SD. And look at this. Look who done graduated Phi Beta Kappa in 1980.
Incredibly impressive. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes,
I have
an answer.
Me. Oh,
yes,
do
yes,
you?
yes, yes.
Okay,
Jam.
great.
Yes, yes.
I do not know. What does Phi Beta Kappa mean? Is that like super honor roll, like super high? You hear it all the time.
I think that's Greek. I think.
Right, but I feel like it means some. I know, like it's the letters, but like, what does get on upper? So curious. I'm happy to tell you when I don't know something. What the heck does Phi Beta Kappa mean?
Oh, okay. So wait. So we know that it's a sorority. We just want to know.
Oh,
I could be wrong, but I think it's Greek life. Hold on.
Really?
That's
okay.
easy. We got answers.
It's for excellence.
Sarah, in front of me.
Yes. Sarah said it's for excellence in liberal arts. It's for excellence in liberal arts. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Liberal
look at me.
arts
I'm like, no, it's a sorority.
Because I've heard like even men graduate Phi Beta.
Okay.
It's sense. like the honor roll. It's like the honor of the honor roll. You need a 3.8 GPA. Okay, great. Look at that.
We're learning.
We got to get that more, GIF. That's what we got to get.
Sure do.
So that way we can just play it every time.
Never heard of it.
So super smart. And then she was like, that's not enough. And then so she was going to go get her, she got her Master of Science degree and doctorate from Stanford Department of Electrical Engineering. She was there from 1981 to 1985. And then during her time at San Diego State University, she was like, oh my God, you know what I love? You know what I love? I love physics. I love math. I love engineering. You know what? I'm a major in this physics because it is doing me right. And so then she was like, okay, time to go do some research at NASA. So then I think NASA Ames Research Center, she was like, I need to be in charge. And she led a research group that was working primarily on optical systems for automated space exploration. Because they're like, humans can't do this, but robots can. We need to automate some of this. And at Sandia National Laboratory, she applied what she knew about optics to the research being done on nuclear weapons to this. She was like, we can be using this like really great science and technology for doing more than just murdering people.
Yeah.
So then what she did is she patented an optical system to that detects defects in repeating patterns and is a co-inventor on 3 patents for an optical inspection system, an optical object recognition method, and a method for noise removal in images. So,
insane. That's incredible. It's incredible.
I have 0 patents. So my hat and my helmet, my astronaut helmet.
I don't even have one pending. None.
Not even a patent pending?
Not even a patent pending.
So from 2007, then after retiring from her spacecraft operations, Ochoa, she served as deputy director of NASA's Johnson Space Center. Johnson Space Center, which I want to believe that has to be named after Katherine Johnson from one of the Hidden Figures ladies.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And if it's not, needs to be. It has to be.
It is in our book. In our hearts and minds, it is.
So she was helping to manage and direct the astronaut office and aircraft operations. And then on January 1st, New Year's Day, 2013, knew her, knew you. She became the first Hispanic and second female director of the Johnson Space Center. And I'm going to assume, again, Katherine Johnson Space Center.
Yeah.
She was named vice chair of the National Science Board for 2018-2020, so even just up to recently. And she currently chairs the committee evaluating nominations for the National Medal of Technology and Innovation. yeah, she's done so many of these other really great things. She's done so much. But also sidebar, when she's not exploring space and doing patents, she likes to play the flute. She played it for 2 years at
Of
San
course she
Diego
does.
State
Yeah.
University and was in the marching band for 5 years as a member of
Buddy.
the wind ensemble. And
I love it. Mhm.
she was able to combine both her love for flutes and space, combine them together when she took a flute with her on her first mission to space.
Cool. I love this. This is great. This is great.
Oh, and if you want to see more, but you're like, but can I get this in a cartoon animated form? You sure can, because in 2019, there was an animated version of her was featured on this show called Ready Jet Go. It's a kids television
Oh,
show, and the episode was called Astronaut Ellen Ochoa. So you can learn more about her. And that's Ready Jet Go episode.
cute. Yeah, that's right up my alley. That sounds great.
You're like, tugboat. I know we're
Great.
watching later.
Here we go. We got plans. Yep. I loved this. So impressive. And I don't know. It's
Renee,
sometimes yes.
no,
Continue.
you go. Sometimes yes.
I was
Sometimes
gonna say the level of intelligence. I think what like for normies like me, like you can just look and be like, God, that's incredible. But then you also know like it's incredible in a way that I will never understand. Like what you have figured out, what you have designed, what you have done, I can appreciate and be like, well, I couldn't do that. But I think there's just tears upon tears in what these smarty ladies that you're presenting to me have done that are just like, God, I can respect it, but I will never truly understand the significance that you sort of paved the way with.
well, someone is currently like, well, Renee, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, they're gonna be like, and today we're celebrating Renee Make Your Day Culvert.
I'm like, man, we get it. We understand exactly what you did. There's no tears upon tears there. She was just jovial. That's all.
And that's the world in the time when it was hard to be jovial and the world needed more of it. I'm working on my report. I'm working on it now. I want to be ready for when it's time to roll it out.
Well,
So,
what a gift. I
Renee,
appreciate
have you
it.
ever get on uppers? I'm curious as I put on my chapstick.
Please.
Have you, any of you ever want to go to space? Any get on uppers? Do we have any space? Who likes space? Make some noise.
Where are my space heads out there?
Where my space heads? Do we have anybody who's like, ooh, I want to go to space? Do we have anybody who's interested in that? Renee, have you ever had a desire to go to space?
Yes. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. But yeah, of course.
Wow.
You know what? If for no other reason than astronaut syndrome is real. I think once astronauts come back down, they're just like, well, there's nothing left to do. It's like I went to the moon. So I think they get real depressed afterwards. But my hope would be that the trivial things, the things that I get myself in such a tizzy about, it wouldn't matter because now I have seen the world from afar and be like, you're just a big round ball where everybody's doing their best. I would hope that now that I have that very ethereal view of everything, that the screaming at traffic, I'm just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Ooh, I feel like I have follow-up questions.
Yes.
I, for one, just to add in my 2 cents, never, ever, no desire, no thank you.
Okay.
Fine right here.
Yeah.
But so Renee, so when you're driving in LA, do we get a little yelly at the traffic? Do we get a little?
God, yeah.
Wow. Do you hulk out?
No, I get condescending. I know. You left late. And you were on your phone, you were looking at social media and you were scrolling through, and now you left late, and now your emergency is everybody else. I know is real. I get
Renee is the
So
cutest
road
condescension. I never knew it existed. You just got a wow from producer Sarah. Now you know when producer Sarah, she's doing all these other things, has to stop to type in. Wow.
What does it look like for you? Well, first off, I want to unpack why you don't want to go to space. And then I want to hear what you do on the road. Just because you're fine.
Driving for me is a joy. I'm usually enjoying it because I don't drive every day. Like I rent a zip
Right.
car, so it's a
Right.
it's a luxury. Like ooh, it's a like literally it's like a Sunday drive. After the
Yeah.
Sunday funnies, time for a Sunday drive. Like it's fun for me, so I never like that much in a hurry. And I think even when I would be in a hurry, I'm more so like a backseat like hemmer and har. Like if I'm in a lift and I feel like I need to get to the ferry in like 10 minutes because that ferry
Sure.
will wait for nobody. And my
Right.
Lyft driver didn't follow the instructions that the
Yeah.
Lyft said to go on the freeway because it'll be faster. And my Lyft
Right.
driver decided that they were going to go through the streets of
Circus streets.
downtown and
Yeah.
hit every stoplight,
Of
even though I
course.
was like, oh, I got to make this ferry.
Yeah.
I'll be in the back seat. oh, oh God. Whoa. Mm. I will suck my teeth so
Yeah.
much, and I will just
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
I'll make uncomfortable, displeasing noises so much.
I delight in that. Did you miss the ferry? Did you make it?
No, apparently I was looking at the wrong schedule. I was looking at the weekday schedule, and the
Oh,
next ferry wasn't for another 40 minutes.
great. Perfect. Well, I'm glad it all worked out, but I think the teeth sucking is very funny for me. If I were the driver, I would be so stressed out. But as somebody hearing the story,
I think he
hilarious.
absolutely was. I gave him a good tip. He got me there 3 minutes to spare on if the ferry if it was a weekday, we would have gotten
On
there
the
early.
original. Okay.
Yep.
All right. No, I think that's traffic's stressful. It's stressful. I think
Yeah.
all coping mechanisms are fine except for the rage one. You got to pull that in.
Renee.
Yes. Jam,
Do you
jam,
know what
jam.
time it
Tell me.
is? It's puppet time! Puppet
Puppy time.
puppet
Puppy,
time.
puppy,
Renee, I
puppy,
gotta grab
puppy.
something. Set us up for
Yes.
puppies.
Okay, you got it. You guys, happy International Puppy Day to you and yours. Hopefully, what that means for you, it is just the day that if you are on social media, you will see dog after dog after dog after dog of all people celebrating their dogs. But we're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive in here. So, what are these? Anytime there's oh, Sarah. Oh, no. Sarah, thank you. It is my birthday. Look at that guy. Oh, boy. Are you guys pit bull fans? Do you like pit bulls? Get on uppers. Let me know. Honestly, get on uppers. I would love to hear what is your favorite breed of
Ugh,
dog? What is the one that'll
I
make you, that'll
love
bring tears to your eyes?
I love Pitbull. I saw him
Yeah.
perform at the Tony Robbins
Damn.
one. Oh, I can't. I just heard, do you love Pitbull? And the answer is
Sure.
yes, I do. He
You
performed
also
at the
love
Tony
Pitbull.
Robbins Unleash the
Yes.
Power Within conference. He
I
came in.
It's a
and
big deal.
performed
I
after
wonder
Walk on Fire.
when my brother and sister-in-law went, they also got to see Pitbull. I wonder if you guys were at the same
I think he
conference.
was
He performs all the time.
was it? I think he just they always just say it's
Okay.
a surprise. That's what I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Turns out he's always part of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Point is, we also love the dog Pitbull, and we're curious to hear again on uppers what your favorite breed of dog is. Sarah is saying in the Sarah, our producer, is saying that she also loves Pitbulls and they're her favorite. Same. They're my favorite. I love them so much. But we're getting into the history of how did National Puppy Day happen to you? It was created by a founder named Colleen Page. Initially started out as International Dog Day, but that wasn't enough. And so they brought it out into there's now an International Dog Day and a National Puppy Day. Both give you the opportunities to celebrate your dogs. All of this started in 2004. So we've been celebrating. Sarah, these dogs, I can't. I'm going to need to lay down. This is too cute for me. I can't. Look at that. Look at that seal. But it's not a seal. It's a dog. Jam. It's not a seal. It's a dog.
It does kind of look. It looks. Yeah, I just saw seals recently, but look at it. Renee is gonna melt before our very.
I'm gonna
our
lose
very
it. I'm
eyes.
going to stink and lose it. So now, Jam, you actually have some helpful information on wolves, which is the whole reason we have dogs in the first place. But I would like to share just a little bit of a dog appreciation
Please
moment.
do. And look at this.
in-
Tim
Yes.
said Tim loves big goofy dogs like black labs.
Buddy, black labs are the very best. They're the very best. This was an error in judgment on my part. I was like, let's do this segment. And then I think you even cautioned me. Will you be able to keep it together? And I was like, yeah, no problem. I am wrong.
She's losing
I'm
her
not.
mind.
I'm going to sob my way through this. Yes.
Nita reminds you all she has a 7-year running podcast called Can I Pet Your Dog? The woman loves her dogs. If you had
I
any
love 'em.
doubt, she loves them. She loves him so much.
I love more
I need to
anything
send
in
you
the
a
world. Yeah.
video. I need to send you a. Well, actually, this might be a while and we're working it. We'll save it. We'll save it.
Okay.
We'll save it.
Okay.
Well, okay. In case I forget, don't have to give an answer now. You can think about it. My ex-boyfriend sent me. He lives in Amsterdam. He's French, Spanish. He sent me a 2-minute video of him just playing with his little dog, talking to his
Great.
dog. Just a
Perfect.
2-minute video. I'm like, okay,
Amazing.
great, cool.
Amazing.
I'll send it to you. Is he wildin' or is he
No,
working?
I would love to hear. Do you want to hear what's so unfortunate is that I love big dogs. I don't like little dogs.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that's not entirely fair. That's not an all conclusive statement. Cue this Sarah McLachlan music fair. I usually once I get to meet a little dog, I'm like, I like them. But if I were to just choose, only big dogs. So if this
Only
video
big
was of a
dogs?
little dog, I'm on your side.
little-
That's violent. No,
So,
that's dumb. Why
it
would
is
you
a
send
little
that? That's
dog.
stupid.
And look at that. Audra came on in and said, "Oh, I turned in at the right time. Yes, you did. You
Boy,
sure
oh boy,
did.
what
You
a
did."
gift. Audra, International Puppy Day, so you know it lives in my mind. You know I'm going nuts. And then Sarah had the gall to put this picture of this baby seal right next to me, and I'm made to continue on with the show and not just cry. This is the level of professionalism I would love to see Katie Couric do.
Oh, please get out of here.
And so
Savannah Guthrie,
yeah,
dare
come
to.
on. Audra, yes, please. I do need that in my minute. In your time, between, listen, I'll tell you right now, I don't think we've announced it, but between us, our last show was April 19th. So I think we have to get it in before like April 12th. So you got time. You got time. Focusing up. Here we go. Jam Man, please tell you the top 10 things that we love about dogs.
Yes.
Like medically, scientifically, what we love about it. They make us feel less alone. These are the benefits that dogs have provided us during the pandemic. They are good for your heart for two reasons. One, they get you out of the house because you got to go for a walk. So there's the actual walking of it. But then there's also a psychology element of it that when you feel less alone, more serotonin is going and it benefits your heart. It's crazy, but studies have been shown that they literally make you happier and healthier because you're not so stressed. Same to that, the same benefits that benefit your heart also apply to being stressed. If you got a dog there, you're petting a dog, they're great. And there's a reason when you see a national disaster, when you see a senior center, when you see people filing their taxes, when there are therapy dogs there, is because the science backs it up. People aren't going to pay for that without evidence. Dogs, they lighten the mood. They make things better. So
do you find that your life is less stressful with Tugboat in it?
So much more. And it is
wait, so much more stressful or so much
less stressful? So much less. Which it's like they're a lot of work. They're a ton of work, but it's less stress. Ultimately, to calm me down. And on par with that, they help you cope with a crisis. They encourage you to move. So these are listen, I love this list, but this list is doubling up a bit. It's a bit of a double up, which is fine. It's by the AKC, so we can't get mad at them, the American Kennel Society. Dogs make you more attractive, even virtually. There is a study with dating apps. The amount of swipes right you get when you have a dog in that photo go up exponentially in a way that it is. I know. Well, but you can't lie with facts.
No,
you can't lie with the facts.
I'm just rolling my, as someone who doesn't have a dog, I'm just like,
I know.
Whatever. But I will tell you, when I do see like a guy with his dog, I'm like,
yes.
But I'm also like, my fear though is, what if I don't get along with the dog, or what if the dog is a brat? Like then it's just, you never know. Some people's dogs are wilding out, and you're just like, I don't want to deal with this.
I don't have a what if I don't get along, but I do have a what if my dog doesn't get along. If Tugboat doesn't like them, we're out. They do make you more social as you're out and about. People are like, can I pet your dog? And then you get to meet people. It's great.
You'll start a podcast.
Yeah. Yes. Let's see. These are basically all the same thing, but I think this is one that love, forgive me, is that dogs help seniors with cognitive function. So it is something that I'm definitely going to need down the road. Like, let's just always keep a dog on my side, and then that'll help my little brain a little bit. Come on, Sarah. Yeah.
I now just want there to be some sort of game show where Renee has to keep her cool looking at
Can't.
photos of like dogs and
Cannot, will not.
puppies. I
Absolutely
want
not.
this show. Keep your cool,
Oh,
Renee. $1 million on the
no,
line. And
you
Renee
can't do
has to
it.
try to keep her cool.
You can't do it. You certainly cannot. Look at him. Look at him.
It's
It's perfect. Sarah,
adorable.
this was great. I love this. This is wonderful. And now for the history of dogs with Jam.
I
Yes,
don't.
Sarah. Audrey's,
Oh,
right.
that is a lot. That's too cute.
Mhm.
Look at him being like, "Here's my pal. That's my pal." How did that even happen?
Right. And Audrey coming in with like, why are we posting so many baby seals? I thought this was a dog segment. See, they're little baby seals. I love it. What do you think's going on there? That guy is like, yeah, you get a noogie. Or is it a little bit like, you got to pipe down? You got to pipe down. You're stealing the show. I don't know what's happening here, but I love it.
So I wanted to, because it's National Puppy Day, but it's the canine version of Jam and Renee. Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah, you're keeping me in line. Wait, hold on, can I make the same face? And can you?
Oh, wait, what's over here?
Okay, wait. How do I? Okay, wait. Okay, and then I go this way. Okay. Did we nail it? My eyes are closed. I can't tell. I think we probably nailed it.
Hope that's the thumbnail. All right. But this is so interesting because actually I'm reading this book called, I swear this has got to do with dogs. This book called Cast. It's about the origins of our discontents. It's such a good book. Oh, Audra said that we nailed it. Highly recommend this book. But it was so interesting because there's this chapter, and Isabel Wilkerson, a great writer, and the book is essentially about the 3 successful caste systems in the world. There's the one that in India, Nazi Germany, and the one currently still here in the United States. And she brought up this really interesting concepts about alpha behavior. She talks about how we or misconceptions about alpha behavior from all these different studies, and researchers essentially have come out and been like, oh yeah, like even the researcher first was like, oh yeah, there's an alpha dog and alpha wolves. It was like, has it come out and said like, oh, that's not true, like that's we got it all wrong. There is like a leader called an alpha male, but there's also several different rank levels. There's the beta, the gamma, and so on. But she's like, we just have all these misconceptions about what that is, and that even they were talking about that that even like the alpha is also not someone who's just like, ooh, I'm in control, but is also like a protector as well. So just
Right.
have you heard about this, that we've gotten it all wrong, that this misconception about the research on
Yeah, well,
look at that
I
alpha
mean,
there.
This, yeah. Yeah, but I would love to hear how that applies and how it sort of like not only affects our understanding of dogs.
Yes. So I'm going to read this excerpt of this
Hey,
excerpt.
it's story time.
So essentially it talks about how like there's all these different ones. There's even like the omega, who acts as kind of like the social glue, allowing for frustrations to be vented without actual acts of war. So there's all these different like levels. You need all of these different ones to really make a group, but also that like not every one pack is also the same. Sometimes you just have ones where it's just like sometimes it's just there's the highest ranking female or male who have formed a pair, and they're just kind of running the pack. So we just have all these like sort of misconceptions that we've allowed into our conversation. Oh, he's just such an alpha, and we need to re-examine like what that means. And her whole entire premise is that she says humans can learn a lot from canines. The great tragedy among humans is that people have often been assigned to or seen as qualified for alpha positions, such as CEOs, quarterbacks, coaches, directors of film, presidents of college or countries, not necessarily on the basis of innate leadership traits, but historically on the basis of having been born to the dominant caste or the dominant gender, to the right family within the dominant caste, the assumptions being that only those from a certain caste or gender or religion or national origin have the innate capacity or deservedness to be leaders. And so we're doing all of this work. And so why am I talking about this? Well, because I guess there's been so much I feel like that is still put on this idea of alphas, but
Right.
it's wrong. The research of itself is wrong. We've taken this idea and concept and put it to us as humans because we're like, oh, we're very much like dogs. We're social
Right.
creatures. We're in packs. But even the original research is saying that's actually completely wrong. And we design systems. And even we fall in line of like, oh, that's the alpha or that's the beta, and it's actually
Right.
not correct and it's not true.
Mhm.
Re-examine all of it.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's my whole entire
Does it
thing.
go on to explain so well, I guess that of just like, okay, so if it's not that, this is how, um, we put people in charge. It's just the caste
Oh,
system of
I
that
mean,
they
the whole
were
entire book,
yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah,
like the whole this is like
okay,
one of her many anecdotes of like,
right,
yes. And so the caste system, at least in the United States, the one that's based on a racial caste system was it's been designed and there are different people
right,
who at the top you have, whiteness and different people have
right.
been allowed into that because there was a time when like, there was a
Sorry,
time
real quick,
when
so tugboat
yes.
is you'll go say hello.
Sure,
I'll
sure.
go say
All right.
hi.
We're
Sorry,
on
sorry, sorry.
hold here. That's okay. But I'm just gonna continue the point here is that there was a time when even like Italians weren't allowed into the dominant caste,
Right.
Polish people weren't allowed into the dominant caste. It was very controlled of who was defined into the dominant caste. So that's all. I think we can move on over to the news, Sarah. But thank you so much for these puppies. It is we did it. National Dog Day. It's been done, and now on to the news. So, for today's news, oh, I have some good news. I have some good news. I
Yes.
think we both have the same exact good news. Well, this looks good for this. Well, this gives me hope. I don't know what the name of the segment
I
is.
love it. I love it.
This next one is Amanda Bynes. Renee, do you want to take this one about Amanda Bynes?
I'll start it, but I think I would love for you to finish because I put it in the doc and then I saw you were in the doc and then I deleted my doc. So I don't have the news here, but she was also in a conservatorship for 9 years and has just been released from her conservatorship. And the little bits that I can remember, and again, Jem will have you give some details, but it seems like she's been doing a ton of work on herself. Like there's been a lot of going to therapy and a lot of working on her mental health and a lot of sort of bettering her outlook on things. And so I think she set herself up for success in a way that this could be a really, really cool thing. But please give us the specifics of
Yeah, that's
such a
even
thing.
more than I didn't know. Realize that she was doing the work. The difference is between her and Brittany is that her parents are like, yeah, we want her out of the conservatorship. They're
Right.
trying to really be like, oh no, we're not doing what the Spears is. We're doing. We want Amanda's ready. Now Amanda can go get married to her boyfriend, which is also really wild. That like she's not allowed to. As a grown woman
Yeah,
not
that's
allowed to
nuts.
marry somebody because she's in this conservatorship. But yeah, her family is all for it. They're proud of her and they're like, go get it, girl. Go get it.
I love it. I love it. I think it's great. I'll be excited to hear. And I think there is a movement that is happening of all these women that have been in conservatorships that we didn't know about are starting to get some light on their situation and some pressure to evaluate is this the healthiest thing for them. So I think not only am I happy for her and Brittany, but I'm happy for all the women to come that maybe this is gonna make people be like, oh, well, gosh, I wonder if we still need to keep them captive in this. So we'll see.
But I think too, it's like even other people who are probably in these conservatorships who are not even as high profile.
Yeah,
That I mean, it happened to Stan Lee. Like there's, all these other stories that we don't even hear about. So I hope that it is bringing attention and re-examining this law here in California.
right.
I have something that this looks kind of good. So
Yeah.
these two GOP governors, they vetoed anti-trans sports bans in Indiana and Utah. So it was the governors of Indiana and Utah. They vetoed this anti-trans sports ban that was being proposed in their state this week. This is essentially bucking what the GOP lawmakers. This is kind of a surprise turn of events because it was the GOP lawmakers who had proposed this, but yet it's the GOP governors who are like, no, we're not going to sign this. So people are like, what? This is great. This bill sought to prohibit transgender women and girls from competing on school sports teams, consistent with their gender. So Cox noting that only 4 of the 75,000 high school athletes in his state are transgender. It proved he's just like, well, why are we doing this? I did also hear that for them, they passing this bill, they didn't see how, like, they saw that if they were to pass this bill, that it could be fought in courts, and so the bill didn't have any way to. I think if the bill was stronger, they might have actually signed it, but they were like, oh, this bill isn't strong enough, it probably won't uphold, so why am I gonna sign this? There. So yeah, and he's also like, well, there's just 4 kids, and he's like, they're not okay. Maybe get those snaps away. Just sign the bill and go on. Like he's like, 4 kids who aren't dominating or winning trophies or taking scholarships. Just 4 kids who are just trying to find some friends and feel like they're a part of something. 4 kids trying to go through each day. So I don't know if that means that there was more than 4 kids. Like, do we then, Audra?
Audra. I snap too soon.
I
feel like your snap
maybe half applies. A snap.
Yeah, half a snap.
We're snapping for exciting that, like, yay, this is happening. Not snapping for this comment. Just don't sign the bill and move on. So that is
Audra, so right. I hoped it was out of being decent people, but here we are. Yes, very, very true. Now, Jam. It is Renee. The day is nigh. The day that you're like, I don't care. It's not good. I don't want to hear about it. And yet it's on its way. The Oscars this Sunday. So I am putting myself on a mission because we can't, as people in the media, we can't get around it. You gotta acknowledge
this Sunday?
It's this Sunday. Sunday.
I thought it was always like the Sunday after the Super Bowl. Why is it taking so long? COVID? I think
usually in March. I feel like Golden Globes are immediately after the Super Bowl, but I feel like Oscars are.
Golden Globes are usually like in January. It's the one that kicks it off, Usually, I don't know. I only know this because the gays would be like, now it's our turn. It would usually be, But anyways,
it makes perfect sense. So either way, the Oscars are this Sunday, the 27th. So I would like to try to soften the blow with 2 stories. One is Wanda Sykes is obviously one of the hosts of the Oscars, and there was an article about her in Variety, and I was just so enchanted by this anecdote. They were like, "Hey, are you nervous?" And she's like, "I shushed the first lady. I'm not nervous." And they were like, "Well, we're gonna need more information on that." And so she, in 2009, she was the host of the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Oh yeah.
And she was like working on her cards and getting ready, and Michelle Obama was trying to talk to her. She was like, "Shh." So she was just like, no, these celebrities don't scare me. I shush the first lady. And she's like, not that I wanted to. I respect her. I love her so much. It's just when I'm working, I am focused, and there's no amount of like razzmatazz that can make me nervous. And then they were talking about like, how are you preparing? And Amy Schumer is in LA right now, and she is performing, like she's popping up at all the comedy houses, like sort of working out her material. And she's like, and I get that, and that's great, but the people that you were going to find at the Laugh Factory are not the same people who are going to be in the audience at the Oscars. Helen Mirren is not going to laugh the same way the people at the Laugh Factory are. She's like, so no, I'm not working out my material because there's no place I can go to test this out on A-list celebrities. So I'm just going to go with it's fine.
Just go over to Helen Mirren's house and be like, hey, can I try this joke out on you?
Is it fine? Is it fine? And then the last funny thing, because she was just having fun in this interview, so I don't know if this is actually true or not, but they were like, hey, you're very good at roasting people. Like you've got a success. It was just like taking people down. Will you be doing that in the show? She's like, no, I'm not going to take anybody down. That makes them nervous. That's not what the night's about. They worked hard. They're here for an award. I'm not going to roast them. And then like in the interview, she was allowing herself, and she's like, I'm going to bring an air horn so that they don't go over time. So God willing, she actually brings an air horn to the event, and when they go over time, instead of the orchestra like playing them off, Wanda Sykes goes back.
Ooh, well,
a
this
little
is. I
scoot.
forgot that you had gotten me mildly. You gotten me excited. I thought that I'm not excited for. I think the Oscars has turned a corner. I'm excited about the nominations. Like Will Smith is
Fair.
nominated. Like it's not hashtag Oscars so white. Again, we're
Right.
spending so much time looking at the Oscars. Little Golden Globey, little Golden
Of
Debbie
course. Of course.
was over
By
here
all
whiting it
means.
out, whiling,
By
whiting.
all means. But then so this is my piece de resistance. This is my if this won't get him, nothing will. You ready?
Yes.
Beyonce's performing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
still can't do it. You still can't do it.
you
Okay.
know
All
what?
right.
The Oscar
Yeah.
performances are so boring.
Okay.
Everyone
That's
goes
fair.
on there and sings some sad song from the sad
Right.
part of the movie, and I'm like,
Yeah.
When's the dancing happening?
Yes.
Give me
Yes.
a VMA performance or maybe even a Grammy performance, but like, I don't. I'll watch the highlights. I think the only time,
Okay. More than fair. And I'm
because
not trying to get you to
here's
be
the
like the Oscars are great. I'm just trying to get you to not hate it when you are inundated with the news of the Oscars. I'm
Oh,
just
no,
like,
no,
okay,
no.
well, that's fine.
I'm
That's fine.
appreciative.
Okay.
Like, oh, are you kidding me? Tell me all the things. I want to know. I want to know what's going
Right.
on. Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. It's I
You're just
eat
not
it
gonna
up. I can't
okay.
wait to look at the next morning to see all the winners. I'm just not gonna give it 3 hours of my life. It's just
Yeah.
it's so long. It's so long. It's
Fair.
one thing if I was going to a
Beyond fair.
party. Get on uppers. Where do we fall on award shows? Like again, I love that they happen. I love it.
Great. Yeah, you
I
don't
love to
need
watch
to
the
give
clips.
into the pomp and circumstance of it all.
I'm gonna
That's fair.
probably watch Thor while this is happening. I'm gonna do my
Great.
Marvel movie Monday homework.
I love it.
Are you kidding me? Mario Kart just released 8 new tracks. And that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be playing
Okay.
Mario Kart. 8
Great.
new
Perfect. That's too
tracks.
many. That's too many. Is that would you like to tell us more about that? Is that
No,
you got more
I think
information on
I
such a
talked
thing?
about this. That Mario Kart is going to be releasing new tracks over the course of the next year. So again, this is like the Switch. Nintendo Switch is like most popular game. It's been out since like 2017, and it's still one of their most popular games. And they're going to be releasing new tracks throughout this year, which is huge after like years of yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna get,
Amazing.
by the end of it, there's gonna be 48 new tracks. So it's like you're gonna get a whole new game on top
Right.
of that.
Oh, that's
I'm
incredible.
exactly with you, Audra. I want the 30-minute digest with a comedian. Yeah, I love to see that. I'm gonna watch the clips. I'm gonna wait for the internet
Great.
to tell me what were
Right.
the highlights. What are the Audra? Yes, there are new tracks. I'm so sorry. Breaking news: there are new tracks. They have released 2 new cups. And so, as you know, the cups in Mario Kart, they each have 4 tracks. So there's 8 new tracks. Audra, they are so
Big
fun.
deal.
There is
Big
a
deal.
Ninja Dojo level where you don't know
Ooh.
where everyone gets lost. No one knows where they're going. And then, surprise, you're in 3rd place. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. It is so much fun. Yes. Please go. Oh, also for a second I thought you meant tracks like songs.
I'll take
Like
that
Mario
too.
Kart tracks. Yeah. No, like
Right?
racing tracks. Okay.
Oh, cute.
Um,
Fun.
But I
Okay.
do. I
was
love the
also
highlights.
confused
I
by that.
can't wait. I can't wait to see the highlights. So Renee, I can't wait. I want a full report on Monday. We need a
You
full.
genuinely don't have to. I think it's a fun little bit for me to be like, because I don't think that I stand for awards shows. I just like the performance.
I think
I'm
you are
against
like,
awards, but I like the performance.
I think we need to. Someone has not been watching Minority
Yeah.
Corner for the past 7 years because we always
Yes.
cover the Golden Globes, we cover
Of
the
course.
Oscars, we always touch on the winners, especially when it's non when it's non-straight white men winning.
Yeah,
We will
of
cover
course.
it. We're gonna be like, look at this
Right.
person when it's groundbreaking. We would be remiss if we didn't. But sometimes it's there's not a lot of us there. All right. Is it time for While and Working It? Are we
I
doing
think
it?
it's time for Well and Working It. Let's do it. Let's do it.
A lot of, and look at this glowing endorsement. JD Powered Associates and 100% of business owners agree. Minority Corner is the essential pop culture debrief.
It is. It is. When Audra's right, she's right. Yep.
Little tidbit. This week's Minority Corner is going to be just highlight clips from Get On Up because I was on vacation this week, sort of.
Yeah.
And
As you should be.
We'll meet those.
As
If
you
you missed Tuesday's show, that's what Minority Corner is gonna be this week.
I love it. Glorious. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just some highlights.
All right. So it's time for Wildin' or Working It. So I'm gonna read y'all some news clips, hits, things from my life, things from the news, and y'all are going to decide whether this person or this thing or who in the situation was wildin' or working it. Okay. So this one, you can just shout it out into your Echo device. You could say wildin', or you can say working it, or you can type it, or you can be like, Helen Mirren is wildin' for not laughing at that joke. Amy Schumer's working her comedy. You go, I don't know. You can let us know.
Whatever you want to know. Yeah.
Okay, here's one. All right, Sarah, I put up Sarah in the Wildin' or Working It folder. I put up a picture of a cute little dog, a cute little dog. Do we have that photo? Can we? Do we? I know there's you put up a lot of photos of dogs. There's my dog. All right, this is Fezco. This is Fezco. And here's the story. So this is Fezco. There's a shelter that believes he's about 4 to 5 years old and weighs about 50 pounds. Fezco's owners say they saw him try to mount and hump another male dog, which made them believe that he might be gay. This was too much for them to handle, so they gave him back. They gave him to the shelter. So what do we think? Were these owners wildin' or were they working it?
Can I tell you, like, I am barely able to handle this story. Barely.
Okay. Yes.
Barely. So absolutely wildin', and I hope they get hit by a car and die. Moving
Renee, that's really
absolutely
intense.
not. They gave the dog back because they thought he was gay? Yeah, get out of here. I don't need you on Earth. Leave.
Oh man, yeah. I think I'll just right. There's not even wildin'. There's not even a word for this. They don't even get to be the wildin' or working it. It's so wild. Like I can't believe someone's homophobia is that high that they're afraid that they have a gay dog. That seems pretty. And on
Tugboat
National
humps
Puppy
dogs
Day,
all the time. I hope he's gay. I'm positive he is, and it's my dream, and it makes me very happy. I finally get my dream of having a handsome gay roommate. And it is wonderful. I love it.
Oh my god. I love this testimonial. Tugboat is helping male dogs all the time.
Constantly.
I think he's dogs like to hump. Dogs be humping.
They
dogs
love it.
humping.
I genuinely since he was a puppy, I was just like, oh, he's gay.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Gay, it's not just for animals.
Yeah, he does not like females.
I'm sorry, it's not just for humans. Oh, really? No, but I remember doing this. I mean, I might need to resurrect this someday. We'll do a deep dive on the gay animal kingdom. We did this for Minority Corner years ago, but the percentage and the data of gay animals, it is striking. I don't want to misquote it, but the amount of gay giraffes, most giraffes are gay. Like when you see they're very gay.
They love,
and I don't just mean because they have long necks. I just mean like they like gay things. They like to gay it up.
It's great. It is absolutely fantastic. But again, I would like to wish death upon these people.
Okay. All right. I love it. All right. Okay. The next one is the American Song Contest. I want to know what our thoughts are on the American Song Contest. Have you all heard about the American Song Contest that is happening? So it is a show. It's being hosted by Snoop Dogg and Kelly Clarkson. If you all have heard of Eurovision, this is like Eurovision, except just taking place in America. It's an 8-week live event. It's state versus state that is going down. And so Eurovision, I think, started in the 50s. And it was essentially like after World War II, they're like, we don't need to do this again. Can we battle out in the song? And that's the whole entire point of Eurovision, is for countries to compete through music, because music is universal. And America, instead of like trying to join up into Eurovision, was like, let's just do our own. And so it's going to be state versus state, hosted by Kelly Clarkson and Snoop Dogg. Do we think that this thing existing, is this like, ooh yeah, this should be here, it's working it, or do we think this is wild and do we need this?
Yeah, I mean, if it's between this or The Masked
Civil War.
Singer, well, yeah, Civil
Okay,
War.
fair, yeah.
But yeah, no, I think there's far worse and harmful competition shows out there. So yeah, this is fine. I got no problem with this.
You
I
see,
think
you
it's
would.
working it.
Wow, what
Well,
a.
because I guess so I've NBC is making this for me, right? So I think there have been some troubling competition shows that have come to pass in recent years, and this, I don't find this to be problematic, except for the fact that they stole from Eurovision, but I don't think this is problematic. I think it's salacious, and I think it's uh maybe slightly exploitive, but it's also showcasing talent in a way that might help people get discovered. So yeah, no, I think given that the network knows the success of competition shows and the ratings of it, so their hands are tied. They don't have to do this, but they have to make a competition show. I think, yeah,
Yes.
this is fine.
And so there will be 56 performers, an artist from each state, as well as the 5 U.S. territories and District of Columbia. I do think if we're letting these territories sing in this competition, I think it's a case for give them statehood. And District of Columbia, give it statehood if it can sing in this competition.
Yes.
They can vote in the primaries, but they can't, and they can sing in the contest, but they can't get a statehood. No taxation without representation.
Yeah.
Also, so I don't know if you know this. Do you want to? Jewel will be also representing one of the states. Cisco will also be one of the. Remember Cisco thongs?
Okay. Yes, I do.
Okay. We enthused. We're rooting for Macy Gray.
Okay. Yeah. I like Macy Gray.
It's being great.
Hey, now there was a time that we loved Jewel and Macy Gray. Love them.
And Cisco. Can you please stop forgetting about Cisco?
And Cisco. And also Cisco.
Hey, he had the summer anthem jam for a long time.
Sure. What was his song?
Thong Song.
Oh, no, not and Cisco. No. Yay, Jewel. Yay, Macy Gray. I'm happy to forget Cisco and his song. That's fine.
Renee, please forgive me because I just love it when I get hard stance Renee. When Renee, there's not many hills that Renee will die on, but when she does, everyone watch out because those dog owners, you're in trouble. Cisco, you're dead.
You're in trouble. Like I think you might be right. You got to be animal rights and misogyny, and those are the only two things that I'm just fair. Like. Yeah,
it's fair. I love it. Yeah. I love it, Renee. I love it. I love it when you Hulk out. I love you. I love it when you Hulk out. It's my favorite. So I'm gonna please forgive me. I'm not intentionally finding things that will make you angry, but
light me up in a way that's alarming. Really.
But Audrey, we were talking about the American Song Contest, the fact that this is pretty much stealing from the Eurovision Song Contest. Is this Wiley or working it? Renee's like, yes, let's make it happen. And to the point that Eurovision was created so there would not be a war again. My fear was that we're already divided enough. Do we need to like add in this? But if we use the Eurovision model, this might help us avoid a civil war. So
great. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot.
Let's
give it a shot. But again, like it's ratings. Nobody's trying to stop a war. They're trying to make money. That's what's happening. And if we stop a war as a side product of that, is a byproduct, okay. But no, NBC is just trying to make money.
Fair. All right. Okay, on to Tom Bergeron. Remember Tom Bergeron?
I do.
Tom Bergeron, former Dancing with the Stars producer. He was former host of Hollywood Squares, America's Funniest Home Videos, Dancing with the Stars. I don't know if you all know this. He's no longer the host of Dancing with the Stars. He was. They retooled the show. They retooled it. It now is being hosted by Tyra Banks, who openly admits that she's not a perfect host. It's been a bit of a mess over there, and Tyra's like, "I'm trying my best." And it's been a bit of a struggle over there. And so a fan asked his thoughts on Twitter on the firing of Dancing with the Stars executive producer Andrew Lanaris, who was fired recently. And Tom Bergeron just replied, "Karma's beep," with a winking emoji.
Interesting. Are the ratings down?
Of why this guy was fired, Andrew Lanaris, of why he was fired. He exits. He was there for 5 seasons, and he was fired. I'm not exactly sure why he was fired. He just was.
Okay.
He was let go. So there's not.
Okay.
There's not a reason why. But Tom Bergeron seems to have thoughts on it. What do we think? Is Tom Bergeron wilding or working it with his tweet and comment? Karma's a B. Don't piss to be in Apartment 13 when this other producer guy was fired.
I think I don't know the insides and outs of it, and I don't know, but I can see that he's a straight white man, so I don't like it. But it also sounds like the guy that got fired probably wasn't good. So long as the Karma's a B is directed specifically towards that producer did a poor job, not it should be me, not Tyra Banks, regardless of how Tyra is doing.
I think it's Tyra still has her job, although the show's not been renewed for the 31st season yet. I'm imagining it does. Apparently Tyra Banks has polarized viewers with her awkward banter and indulgent gowns. But again, change is difficult and awkward, and also, she's gonna have an uphill battle. I mean, Tom Bergeron was hosting the show for 29 cycles or seasons or whatnot, and it's a different beast. It's a different beast.
Yeah, Audra, I agree. I need more information. I don't know if Tom Bergeron is a kind, good person or not. If he is, then he's working it. If he's not, then karma's a B, and looks like it happened to you too, my friend.
Yeah, well, I just love it when they get so catty on the social medias, when
it's
they
fun. It's fun.
Especially when it's just like one line or even just like a one emoji or something, when they really get into it and they're just like, all right. So our next one, we're moving on. So we're undecided, Tom Bergeron. We're going to find out. So let's get some more information and we'll decide if you're wilding or if you're working it. Next one, we have Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator Lindsey Graham. I don't know if I put an image up there, but and then Tim says, yeah, if they pushed him out because they viewed him as too old, that's not cool.
No, and I think Tim makes a good point there, because I do think, it does happen. It happens.
I think they were trying to refresh the show and take it in a different direction, and I get it. And Audra's totally right. If it's not a Dionne Warwick tweet, I'm automatically less interested, as we all should be. We all should be. Let's wait to see what she weighs in on this.
Okay.
Okay. Senator Lindsey Graham. We reported yesterday. So Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson is just finished. I think this is there's 2 more days left. She's finished day 2 of the Senate hearings. Goddess bless her as she goes on this journey. And so is Senator Lindsey Graham wilding or working it? So he was asking her
before we even start, what are we doing? I think we could change this segment to look at these absolute wildins. I think, but keep going.
Okay,
but this isn't going to be good. Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe is he working the system? I don't know. Okay, all right. I guess I should just come out and be like, Lindsey Graham wildin'. Is that what you think I should just?
I think I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but let's see.
All right. How about this? I'm gonna come out and just put an opinion, and y'all let me know if you think. All right, I think Lindsey Graham is wild. I don't know. I'm trying to be unbiased. So he was asking her questions. Like, I guess nothing real to ask her on. And so he thought that it would potentially illegal. So it is. He asked her pretty much a question about like her faith. He goes, "You have a wonderful family. You should be proud. And your faith matters to you. What faith are you, by the way?" Whoa, like an employer, if we're looking at this as a job interview, can't ask that question. Like, thank you. Sustain. It's illegal under federal law for an employer to ask a job candidate about their religious beliefs. And she stated in response, she was like, "Oh, I am non-denominational Protestant." And he's like, "What is that?" And he cut in and he was like, pretty much like, "Can you judge?" He's like, "Can you judge a Catholic person fairly?" Oh my goodness, like, what is this question? And then she replies, "Senator, I have a record of judging everyone." And then he interrupted several more times. And she's trying to state that, she's like, "I would judge everyone fairly," and he just kept interrupting her. And he's like, "I'm just asking this question because how important is your faith to you on a scale of 1 to 10? How faithful would you say you are in terms of religion? I go to church probably 3 times a year, so that speaks poorly of me. Or do you attend church regularly?" What is this question? Is Lindsey Graham even Catholic? What is happening in this question?
Wyland. I hate him.
And she did comment. She's like, "My religion is very important to me, but there's no religious test in the Constitution." Mic drop. Next question, please.
Yeah. It absolutely sucks that she had to do this. It is unfair. It is not right. But I think it is. No, there's no but. But if we have to find a silver lining, then boy, but she's as strong as we all knew she would be. Audra says he is violent. Also, the whole thing was a masterclass in micro and full on macro aggressions. Yeah.
Ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding,
that
ding,
sounds,
ding.
that sounds right. Yeah, ding, 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 ding. Stacey would say.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it's so, I try to, like, the whole entire thing going into this, Republicans have tried to, and Audra did ask, do we ever find a word beyond violent? We do need to find one that fits in with Wednesday. We do. We need to find one. We'll figure one.
Go to the Thor's. Okay.
I do. So the whole entire thing when the Republicans were first going in, they were trying to state this case that we were violent with the Brett Kavanaugh treatment. They were trying to say, you're not going to go get we're not going to put you through like what the Democrats did, blah, blah, blah. And so I've been trying to go in with an open mind. Like, is this just something that like the opposing side always like tries to put the person through the ringer? But I feel like that Gorsuch guy, like, is it Gorsuch? They just asked him some questions and they went on. There was nothing, there was nothing really violent about that guy. It just was, straight on the line. He was conservative, but there was nothing really. They weren't, but Kavanaugh, there was a serious crime to look at what he did, and he was violent in his behavior. Never once have I gone into a job interview and yelled at the person.
No.
Renee would like to pretend like we're at a job interview and ask me a question.
Ready. Okay. Gosh, it looks like you have so much on your resume here. Tell me a little bit about your favorite job that you've worked at.
How dare you? I can't believe I'm here having to ask you questions. And yeah, I like beer. I had a few drinks. This is a witch hunt because I hate the Clintons. And
okay, and scene and beautiful. What a beautiful exchange. Oh my goodness!
That man was wilding. That was
absolute wilding. And now listen, I've pulled up a thesaurus, and I was just to float it out. Words that mean wild: barbaric.
Okay.
Could be an option. Ferocious, along with wild.
Ooh, look
Primitive?
at that! I just got a Jam's impression is working it.
Thank you.
And we can't use savage because Megan Thee Stallion has like, I'm a
that's
savage.
A good thing. Savage
bougie,
is a good thing.
Like that's ooh, yeah. Renee and I about to hit the dance floor. She's gonna yell at me to dip her, and I will. And she'll be angry the next day because her back will hurt.
At myself.
I know. I participated. I said yes. And the last thing I just want to say, they're grilling her. So she sits on the board of like it's just on a board of like a private school or something, and there's a book about that, like it's a children's book that's like unpacking like racism in a very cute way. They're so cute about it, right? And they're just like, do you think like this book is approach? She just sits on the board. She's not going through the curriculum of what every teacher is teaching. And they're just trying to make this whole entire critical race theory like the boogeyman, that it is not. The only people that are studying critical race theory are people who are like PhD folks. Everyone else is studying history. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all we're
Yeah.
asking people to study is just the history. So similarly, like in Germany, they learn about what Hitler did. There's no statues of Hitler because it's like history. There's no statues of the Nazis. There's not even a Nazi flag hanging around. It is
Right.
wild that we have these statues from like the Civil War that were put up not after the Civil War, but during the 50s and the 60s to scare Black people and let them know their place in things, and to hang the Confederate flag around. It is wild. You go into a room, you go into someone's apartment, they have the Confederate flag, exit stage left immediately. Okay,
Yes.
it is like
Yes.
it's a flag. It's a treacherous flag. It's a flag of people who are trying to destroy the Union. It is a flag of traitors. So
100%.
but if we learned our history, we would know that, and then we wouldn't be having these conversations. I'm sorry. That was my soapbox.
Yes, working it, jam, all the snaps, not half snaps for days. Incredible.
Oh!
Jam, we're running late on time, but I definitely want to make sure you get to the Jeopardy one because I think it's funny. If you're up for it.
Okay. Wait, I do. Well, can we do?
Well,
Can
you've
we
got
have
a few more. Yeah,
two more?
course.
Just two more.
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
think it's funny. They're going to be doing. Renee, I feel like you will be able to weigh in on this one because
Let's
I
see.
think you watched it. So, and Just Like That is getting a second season. So, and Just Like That, it's the continuation of Sex in the City, and it's had its first season. What do we think? Is it wildin' that it's getting a second season, or is it working it? Let's continue exploring the story and see where it goes. I did not see it, so I don't know that I have an opinion.
Nor should you. I think Michael Patrick King, if he is to be trusted, has said that it is the most popular show on HBO that has ever existed, ever. Now, again, HBO doesn't release their ratings. We don't know, so we're just going off one creator's word. But I think from the network's perspective, if that many people watched it, then they are working it. Then yes, we'll give you more. It is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, from the network's perspective, it's working it. But I definitely would love to see other shows get second seasons that deserve it. How do you feel?
We heard it here. Get uppers. I think I like keep going with it. I didn't watch it, but it sounds interesting and intriguing. So I'm like, yeah, like I'm here for it. Like, let's keep exploring. Let's keep exploring it.
Yes.
Get on uppers. Do you have any and Just Like Thaters and Just Like That watchers?
This is the thing that I can stand by, and I believe in it. I think Cynthia Nixon and Sarah Jessica Parker are phenomenal actors. I think they're so talented.
Apparently, the other one has one of the best plots and storylines. That's what I'm hearing. Like, she has like the best growth in the show. I forget the other one. Charlotte. Apparently, it's that's what I read. That's what I'm reading.
Now, that was not my experience of it, but I appreciate that might be what people are saying. That's great.
Okay, last violin or working it.
Yeah.
Was laughing at the fact that I said the other one.
Whatever her name is.
Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember it. Tim said Cynthia Nixon is also great in The Gilded Age. Oh, that's her. I saw the picture. I'm like, this white lady looks familiar.
Yeah.
I think I voted for her for governor of New York. She wanted to legalize marijuana. I voted for her. I didn't vote for Cuomo. And now look at ya. Look at ya. Y'all wish you had voted for Cuomo now.
Sure do. Yep.
Okay, last violin and working it. I'm so sorry. I've been violin on keeping time. This last one. I think Sarah, I think I put the image of it up there. It's from Jeopardy. There was a final Jeopardy category. It was called Singers, and the clue was in 2021. Here was the clue. In 2021, at age 95, this singer achieved a Guinness World Record for the oldest person to release an album of new material. And Ken Jennings, the host, and so people were writing in their answers. This is the last question. They're wagering, and so people wagered in. This one guy got the right answer. Who is Tony Bennett? And he's like, that is correct. So you'll be adding $9,800. You got 18,800. You're the big winner. But there are other people were chiming in. Who is Diana Ross? Who Sarah had a picture of. Diana Ross, who is 77.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Were
Oh,
these
buddies.
contestants was this contestant who guessed in while or working it? What do we
Yeah.
think?
Now, you know who I think is working it is Diana Ross because she stands the test of time. I think
Yes.
everybody's just like, oh, yes, no, of course. She looks phenomenal. And of course, I believe that she's 114. Yeah, yes, sounds right. So I think Diana Ross is working it as someone who unravels daily on a celebrity birthday quiz. The pressures of trying to answer while you're on film are intense. So I have empathy for my sweet little sweeties. But yes, I think we should all know Diana Ross so well that we know her age. So in that case, I'm going to go with Wyland. Yes.
And like Tim has a great point. If Diana Ross saw the episode, she probably would have drove down to the set and slapped them
Yeah. What are you
upside
doing?
down. She would have
What
slapped
are you
them upside
doing?
down, left and
Can
right.
I tell
But I
you?
also I did think of you when I read this. I was like, Renee's gonna have sympathy because she is often put on the spot to answer trivia. So I
Yeah.
think Renee will always have sympathy for people
Yeah,
who are
but I
on.
guarantee they, especially because it's become viral, those guests feel bad about it. And then an anecdote: I was walking with my friend Tony during one of the pandemic walks, and we had our dogs, and Tugboat saw a squirrel, and he went for it. And so I made a little joke because I got him, and he didn't get away. And I go and I did a little kick, and I go, "Still spry at 59." And my friend Tony goes,
No.
"You're 59?" Believed. Believed it.
No. Okay.
Fully believed it. So I
No.
think people, especially in Los Angeles, are very confused on how old people are because there's
There.
a lot of
There's
plastic
a lot of things
surgery. I can't
happening.
tell. Yeah. So still hurts
And
my
black
feelings
don't
to
crack,
this
so
day.
y'all can
Yeah.
never know. People will be surprised to find out I'm 13.
Just a puppy. Just a
Going
baby.
on 70. Really quickly, we'll just do a quick what are you watching? Renee, get on uppers. What are you watching? No wisdom needed for today. We did that
No
on
wisdom
Monday.
needed.
Let it
No,
go.
we're fine.
What are you
We're fine. Yeah,
watching?
there's gonna be a new show coming out on Amazon Prime on April 15th called Outer Range. It stars James Brosnan, and it is kind of like what if Yellowstone met the X-Files. So I don't know if you're a fan of
Ooh.
Western or mystery or supernatural, but I'm really enjoying it.
Dang,
Comes out
that's
April
such a
15th.
smart idea. They're like, what do people like? They like this, they like this,
Yep.
they like this, and they combine them. I mean, it's kind of
Squish
how
them
they
together.
discovered Stranger Things, is it was all the things that people were watching on Netflix, and they just combine
Right.
them into one show.
And squish them all into one. Yeah.
Smart. I watched Kimmy. Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Renee, can you repeat the name of the show?
And it isn't out just yet. It comes out April 15th. But for my job, we have to. It comes out April 15th.
Insider.
But it is called Outer Range, Outerrange. 2 separate words, and the R is backwards, which makes you go, uh-oh.
Look at this Hollywood insider in here, invited to the premiere screening, gave notes, and will be show running season 2 because she's got
a
ideas.
rat in a producer rat race.
No.
That's all.
No. Yesterday I checked out this movie called Kimmy, starring our beloved Zoe Kravitz. It's on HBO Max, directed by Steven Soderbergh, who you know him. He's been doing things for forever. It's a pandemic movie. They shot it during the pandemic. It's this woman who works at Amazon with a device that's like your Excella. It's not, she doesn't work at Amazon. I shouldn't say that, but it's very much like Amazon adjacent. And she essentially is working behind the scenes to like how your device works when you tell it to do stuff. And if it doesn't sync up, there's somebody who has to go through and help identify what the actual right code is. If you're like, tell me how much watermelons are, and they're like, I love robots, you're like, no, that's not what it is. And someone has to go through that catalog, figure out what it was. She overhears a murder in one of those calls, or is she just pandemic tripping because she's not been outside? She's got like agoraphoria. She's kind of like a woman in a window type, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
But she's heard a murder, so it's very interesting. Very much shot during the pandemic. It's very interesting. It's called Kimmy, and Kimmy is the name of the device. So instead of an Excella, It's a Kimmy.
It's called
So
Kimmy.
it's on
Okay.
HBO
I will
Max. Yeah,
check
check
it
it out.
out. It sounds so
And
good.
Human Resources. Watch it. Gotta get out of
Yes.
here. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Get on uppers. Thank you so much for being here. We're so happy to have you. We're gonna be back again tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific time, 8 a.m. Mountain time, 9 a.m. Central time, 10 a.m. Eastern time. And Jam, do you want to give them just a little taste of what our Thursday will entail?
We're going to quench your thirst tomorrow with a little Thirsty Thursday. Things that you are getting excited for that are coming up. We're going to dive into those. So share with us as well. We want to hear what you got. Waffles versus pancakes. And Renee is going to be taking us in on a wild ride. I'm always so I forget what we decided we were going to do.
Yeah, me too. I forgot I was doing that. Let's see what that is.
More celebrity birthdays and some Thriving Thursday news. Another Throwback Thursday deep dive. We'll play some this or that. And we hope, Audrey, we hope you also have a good rest of your Wednesday as well. Thank you all for spending your time with us this morning. Remember to go over to www.backchannel.tv. Leave a review. We can't wait to hear from you.
Sure can. Up next, we have Anthony Davis, then your pal Hal, and we'll end the day with Mario Smith. So lots of programming right here on Backchannel.
All right. Thanks for watching. Get on up. I'm James Arthur M.
And I'm Renee Colbert. And you just
got on.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.